sitting on the market forever and selling right away. And I'll tell you, if a house sits on the market forever and you're getting started as a business, that can absolutely kill your cash flow. So for more information later, go to jimsrehabdesigns.com. But for now, let me get over to the PowerPoint here. I'm going to just go through, rather than try to point out to you, I'm going to go through a couple of sample pictures, and let me get this Zoom thing done correctly. So this board is so sweet. I love it. I can zoom, I can move all around. So hopefully this picture comes through clear enough on the video right now. But actually, let me just go through the after picture, what was done before. Oops, wrong way. Here we go. So this is the kitchen when we bought this house. This is 134 South Bethlehem Pike in Ambler. And so as you look at this picture right here, behind this wall was a hallway, and behind that wall was a full bathroom right off the kitchen. It was crazy, really, really chopped up, obviously ugly on like a million different levels. And so we went in the property, and so again, the kitchen, the before part of the kitchen, that was basically right here, the middle third, right? There was a hallway up here, so we got rid of that wall dividing it, got rid of that full bathroom, put a half bathroom somewhere else nearby. So one thing with the kitchens is they've got to open up. Opening up kitchens obviously is very, very, oops, wrong way, very, very valuable. A couple other quick little design hacks. Whenever possible, put your sink right in front of the window. Obviously you want your dishwasher very near your sink. Us guys, we tend to miss these very simple elements of design, but ladies never do. That's why it's great to be married. And then for an island or peninsula, you always want to have a pendant light over the island or peninsula as well as over the sink, and they should match. So that's one different one design hack. So one is the location of the sink. Two is the pendant lights. Another quick little thing, a lot of times the little things that really turn off a buyer. In fact, I tell my crews this all the time, and that is we can have the most structurally sound house in the world, right? The best drywall, the best wiring done, all the stuff behind the scenes is done. But if we mess up on the last 5% of the stuff that needs to get done, the little aesthetics, then guess what? Buyers are going to, at least subconsciously, if not consciously, think this is a crappy job and I don't want to buy this house. So here's a couple of things that we make sure are done very, very well. Obviously the backs, but in terms of the positioning of the hi-hat lights, the recessed lights, okay? What you want them to do is you want them centered over the front edge of the granite. So it kind of hits the granite, kind of hits the countertops, and also lights up enough of the kitchen, hits the floor as well. So you want those over the edge of, on the edge of the cabinets, or the granite all the way around. Really, really important. Another thing, whenever possible, when you're doing a peninsula or an island, have an overhang for some bar stools to sit at. All right, now let's go to that's the living room here. Here's a master bathroom we did. In fact, on the jimsrehabdesigns.com training, I go into lots of before and afters, really analyze each of these. I'm just going through a couple here. So this is a master bathroom. It's a $10,000 bathroom is what it cost us. There's a double vanity here. There's about a 5-foot square stand-up shower right there. The rainforest. You can see we do a wet bed floor down here with this nice rock and the tile, and the mosaic tiles up in cross accents. Really nice. And other little things we use in the bathrooms, we use a 12-inch diagonal, 12-inch square tile on a 45-degree angle. That's what we use in the suburbs, not the city, by the way. And it makes rotated on the 45-degree angle, makes it look really cool. I think the bathtub weighed about 600 pounds, but glad I didn't have to put that in. All right, so that's that. Let me go through here. That's befores and afters. Oh, this is a house right here. So 3277 Lenape Drive, or 100120 Road in Dresher. We sold this house. Get this. We sold this house in 18 hours. We had 3 offers in the first 18 hours of market. Sold at $20,000 over asking. Look at the address if you want and verify what I'm telling you. So this is cool. This is the after picture, and that's the before picture. So what's the difference really between this, right, pretty plain Jane, and this? Well, we simply painted the siding, painted the trim. It is new windows. We painted the garage doors, and you can see down here, it's hard to tell, this picture gets really pixelated here, but just put some river rock there, clean it up. Very little. We painted the front porch and the front porch steps. We probably spent about $1,500, $2,000 on everything you see here, but looks like a totally different house. Really, really cool. I'm not sure, oh, that's a family room, right? And so we took out the shelving, I go through there. So here's the dining room, kitchen, living room. Here's the kitchen beforehand. Little tip, you can always tell an outdated kitchen. Why? Because it's got the soffits above the cabinets. Always want to get rid of the soffits above the cabinets. You want your cabinets to go as high to the ceiling as possible, and then put the crown molding on so there's very little gap up there. Really, really important. By the way, if you've got a question about designs right now, you can go ahead and put your questions in, and I'll get them answered. And then Courtney can read them off to me as we get them. Let me go through a couple others here. If you want to save some money, this is pretty sweet. Let me see if I can figure out how to zoom. There we go. So the shower you saw, Courtney, you just let me know if we get any questions. The shower you saw in the last one was about a $4,000 piece of glass, right? This is a semi-frameless glass frame in the master bathroom right here. When I say semi-frameless, what it means is a frame all the way around the edge, but not around each panel of glass. Okay, so it's semi-frameless. It looks really nice. This is $300 to buy versus about $1,600 for the same size of glass if it was truly frameless. Skipping on that, let me zoom back out. This is another one. So for the landscaping on these houses, not exactly big plants, right? Just clean and crisp is really important. You can tell we put sod in the front yard on there. The landscaping needs to be clean and crisp. Really, really important. Here's a kitchen. Oh, check this one out. This is great. So here was the kitchen beforehand. All right, that's the kitchen when we bought this house on Penn Avenue in Glenside. And then this is the kitchen afterwards. In fact, I can show you a better picture here. So this window right here is that window. Oh wait, where'd that window go? We had to close it off. We had to have enough cabinet space. And check this out. This is so cool. So this is the same house, same kitchen. So you're walked in the front door, turn left. This is what you see right here. Big open wall. Well, guess what? Guess what we did? We chopped that wall in half so you have a peninsula, an overhang. Now it's basically an eat-in kitchen. So you can fit room for 3 bar stools there, and you get the pendant lights, and you can eat in that kitchen. How cool is that? So really not that expensive. It wasn't a load-bearing wall. It was not a load-bearing wall, so you're able to chop that in half. Anyway, we're done here on this video. So if you want to learn really detailed, including, by the way, a list of SKU numbers that that we use to sell our property or to design our properties, then just go to jimsrehabdesigns.com, jimsrehabdesigns.com, and on this training, it's about an hour and a half long training. It's crazy. On this training right here, what I do is I go through step by step, and it's 27% of the houses we sold last year, 27% of them sold within 1 week and over asking. And so what I did is I went through about all 12 of those, or 12 or 13 different properties, plus 1 or 2 others, that sold within a week and over asking price. So we had plenty more that sold within a week, but not over asking. So what I do is I go through befores and afters, and especially afters, and really analyze, pick apart, one room at a time, what we did on those properties to get them to sell so quickly and for so much money. So if you want to sell at least 25% of your properties over asking and within a week, I'm telling you, some of these, one of them we sold within I think it was 4 days. We listed on a Thursday, and on Sunday we had a written offer for $30,000 over asking. It was pretty sweet. Of course, there are other offers as well. So anyway, go to jimsrehabdesigns.com, register for that training. It is going to rock your world. If you want your houses to be the ones that sell super fast, if you want your houses to be the ones that sell for top dollar, and you want buyers just to fall in love with your houses, then learn my secrets. I realized a ton of valuable information, including exactly what materials we use. I even give you some of my vendors. If you're in the Philly area, you like that, just go to jimsrehabdesigns.com. Register for that upcoming training. It is going to rock your world, and the recording of it will be available to you as well. So anyway, go to jimsrehabdesigns.com, and I will see you on the training.